Alright, we're back. I will now turn back on the game audio. And yeah, I forgot to save the tracker last time, so I just was re-adding some stuff. Anything in Majora's Mask that I can't see from this menu, we'll have to add later. So yeah, we're able to get around some places. Last time. May as well check in here again, why not? Thanks to Fierce Deity, Link, and Bombs and Gorons, we were able to go to areas we weren't supposed to yet. Oh yeah. I knew I might forget, because I just remembered now. For Majora's Mask, we may be able to find some more Magic Bean spots. Oh, I couldn't remember where they all are. No, I think one is in, I think one's in the Zora area, the Great Bay. That was one of the areas that we skipped with the Bomb and Goron. Or not skipped, that we were able to get to early. Did I just see a sparkle for an item? No. I wonder if the starting point is always in Ocarina of Time for this. Because, I mean, I put it at random. Which I don't know if that means in any game or random just in this game. I was gonna say it actually makes sense to just go to Lake Hylia. Then the owl flies right to the drawbridge. I think I planted the beans here. I'm only missing one spot, I guess. Plant beans. So I think I did go ahead and put it where we had already gotten the item early anyway. Just figured, you know, for the sake of planting them all. Yep, this is just a business transaction, sir. We don't have to talk. I think that's my best bet right now, is planting these beans. And how are my bombs doing? Okay, so yeah, I think I did put everything on the tracker that I had forgotten before. Almost did it again, almost went in that wrong area. Yeah, I'm playing on actual hardware. I find it fun when it doesn't crash, which I haven't run into too much with games. I haven't run into it with this one at all yet. Might actually need the spring water, though, for the beans to work. Oh, are you one of the developers? That's cool. I haven't seen a crash in this game yet, and I just know that they exist with these. My mind just totally blanked on what to do. I'm gonna have to relearn this. It's only been like 2 days. I'm gonna die at this rate. There we go. Oh, you initiated the project. Well, that's really cool. I mean, randomizers seem difficult in general, but to do 2 games... Yeah, that was a close one. There we go. Definitely like being able to use Fierce Deity everywhere. Especially because I don't have a sword right now. Not extremely hard, but not hard, but very tedious, time-consuming. Yeah, I would imagine that it would at least be those two things. Oh, actually, yeah, I can carry rupees again, that's right. Yeah, I think I might need the actual spring water for it to work. Oh yeah, it doesn't even get regular water. Well, then I'll have to do that. It's probably going to turn to daytime by the time I would get that water and come back. But I can't play the Song of Time yet. Or the Song of Soaring. I wish I had that. Okay, so I think I got everything over here. Okay, that's much better. Where was I going? I mean, I know where I'm going. I meant, like, which direction should I go? I think this way. Yeah, we have 5 hours of game time. Well, I don't lose my items when the cycle ends, at least. With that being the case, should be fine. We have to shoot the... Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this... I don't know if either way really... Either direction really matters. We're getting through that poison water. Master with Fierce Deity on. There we go. And thankfully this works. No, I don't... There we go. Yeah, I think the Magic Bean guy was this way. That guy too. Alright, and then should be in this room. I don't know, I could use rupees. Alright, that could have been adding a lot more time if you'd see me. Oh yeah, that's why you can buy multiple. Because they can get reset. I don't want to accidentally use them. Oops. Right back in there. Time to grab those rupees. Yeah. Could have grabbed them the first time, too. No, these trees don't do anything. I thought that was, like, a transition to the next room. That was timed. Never really realized how long this cutscene is until I had to unlock more days. And yeah, we'll keep all our items. It just seemed like it'd be a nightmare to not have that turned on, to just keep it. Maybe some more bombs in here. Yeah, there's some. I guess I don't have to do that first. Early. Alright, and as for other bean patches that I haven't done yet, don't really recall where they all are. But hopefully this is something pretty good. I was gonna say, I wish they made the hood help you swim faster too, but there's something called the Zora mask, so... there was no need. Oh, wait a minute, I think you need the hook shot. It's up, it's not, it's like up there, huh? Alright, well, I don't need to run around looking for them, I'll just look it up. There are 17, it says. Clock Town outside wall. Is that the one that's like on the actual wall? I thought those were for like bugs crawling up. Eventually Goron will be faster. Just don't have magic. Got Clock Town outside wall. I don't know if that meant be in Clock Town. What even is that? Oh, okay. We needed that. I didn't remember there ever being an item there. I was hoping for pictures of the bean spots, but maybe descriptions are enough before I scour the internet more. We've done the pillar one. Yeah, this one. I mean, it didn't say it was for magic beans, it just said the soft soil spots. Oh, inside the observatory fence, which I don't think I can jump into. Forgot about this guy. I don't remember if you have to pay him if you make him fall. I probably can't. Yeah. We'll just go through the passage. So yeah, I think these patches are for bugs. So if I could find bugs somewhere, I think it said there are 3 blue rupees in there, so that could be 3, like, distinct items. That'd be good. Yep, the postman. Don't have any business with him right now. Yeah, it doesn't let you do that. You just open the door. There we go. There it is. Yeah, do this first. Very particular. Oh, this is just for getting you out of here? But it doesn't stay. I not gotten bomb trees before? I thought I had. And I thought bugs are like in some in grass and some under rocks. Rose mask. Bugs. Beneath rocks and grass and then hidden holes, yeah. I don't see any. And that's a hidden hole. I don't know if before the water will have any. Yeah, play the Ocarina for that guy. Oh, I just fell in another hole, which I've probably been in before. Oh yeah, there's bugs. Alright, with rupees randomized, this should be able to be 3 different items, I hope. Hope they were included in the randomization. I'm going the long way. This should work, right? Yep. Unless that sounds a liar. Oh, it is just rupees. That wasn't changed. Oh yeah, there is another spot in the Deku Palace, I forgot. Can't go to Romani Ranch yet. Or any of the spider houses. Oh, you can try the Outer Palace Garden. Might be the only one we can do right now. Oh, I wasn't blind. I wasn't going crazy. I did see something. Oh, I've been in here, though. Eh, nothing new. That's a shame. And 3 days is going to seem like so long when we finally have them unlocked. Yeah, I was realizing as I was doing that you have to put it on land. Or just where you can stand. We have to take more damage to get to the other one. That's helpful. When you can time it. There we go. I do have another water, yes. Every time. What's really the point? A lot of these just like, they're not really for an item. And this is a way around the Deku Scrubs. It just seems kind of pointless. These beans just are for false hope purposes. I don't think I've missed anything here. Guess I'm not where I thought I was. No, we've done that and they don't give us much. Oh, this is where we ended up. I guess that is the only way to get to that thing. Don't know what the point is. I'll probably get you to a piece of heart. It's faster to get thrown out, yeah. Well, that was my idea. My big idea there. Wrong button. I don't know why this one's more easy on you. This was bottom of the well, which I thought we exhausted every part of. But we are here right now. No, this was not the bottom of the well. The bottom of the well was the Great Bay Spider House. That's right. Yeah, it was pretty much, it was just bad luck that we ended up getting here. A place we can't go to yet. Or can't do anything in yet. I think now we're gonna end up outside of there when we game over. Which is not fun. Okay, cool. I don't know what else we could check. Really blocked myself with the making you have to find the Ocarina buttons. That's just a fish. I don't believe I have this person. And they're closed anyway. Why is the shooting gallery open at 6 a.m.? I mean, I think I did do this. Okay, I've tried looking at some stuff in the spoiler log, but it seems like each thing that can help me progress is locked behind another thing I can't get yet. There's no way to get around King Zora that I know of to go into that dungeon entrance. Yeah, the Treble Fate is getting stuck in the randomizer. I didn't mean to do that, of course. Ah, jeez. Can I get this one? I don't think I found this before. I have not. Queen Goma, the other game. You are? Oh. It's not a green rupee, but it's not very helpful. Alright, well I got my hearts back. I can see it clear as day now. guess technically nothing in the bottom of the well should be progress related that would be available to me right now, because you're technically not supposed to be able to get to the Great Bay without Epona. And I can't use Epona yet. I could have caught the fairy. I just want to check up there again. I'm pretty sure I did it. Yeah, I could just do this. Taking a lot of time here. There we go. And we'll see that I did indeed go up here already. Before these guys even existed. Yep. That's where I came from. Well, maybe some stuff in the grass that I missed. Yeah, and there's stuff there that I can't get because I can't use magic. It might be possible. I mean, I think purple means a boss soul. It might be more red, which is still not story related, but man, why can't I get magic? You're getting like it's a lot easier to find the things from Ocarina, it seems like, in this seed. Oh, it was a heart. Just a recovery heart. But we know we can still cheese these. That guy just seems like you should be able to jump it. Okay, that was a purple that we can't carry. Actually, I don't need a bomb. I forget if there might be something there I could get now that I couldn't before. That's just a regular nest. Okay. Can't play anything right now. I could go back here. Really, Icona is the only place I can't explore. Well, no, I can't explore all of the Zora area either. Honestly, I can't really explore any of all of any area. Well, they could be obstructing something I haven't seen yet. I didn't want to tell me. I tried climbing that wall without the Lens of Truth, but it was proving nightmarish. They're selling up with that rupee, but it was just the transition. I don't know if you could even call that a transition. It was saying it was nighttime. So very hungry. If you don't, I don't think I'm gonna make it. Tough and hard to chew. Don't forget that flavor. Yeah, I don't have that. I don't think there's anything, like any pots in here to break. We've been in here. Wait a minute. This is something. Hey, wait a minute. Oh. I was gonna say, it was showing that it was something. Garo's mask. Did that really open up anything? Not according to the tracker. But I'll keep that in mind. There could be some houseplants. I didn't have the map of just the city, or the outside of the dungeon. Can't do this part. No magic. I don't even remember what the Garo's Mask is for. I might be. Is that the one that the guy wants for me to get into Icona? Which I don't have a hook shot, so I can't go past that part anyway. I mean, they're normal colored snowballs, so there's not going to be any random items in there. Oh, I did have it on. I know there's a song under here. We can't do anything about that. These are all normal. I don't have fire to get rid of that ice. There's no reward for breaking all the snowballs. Yeah, that show. So yeah, I think that is where the guy's supposed to be, but we don't have his soul yet, so it's just nothing. Yeah, I can't do anything about that. At least it was something. Take that. Yeah, I don't have the fire. I have a stick that could be lit on fire. But that's about it. Alright, could see if we missed anything here. Oh, you gotta right, stay holding it down. Can't light these on fire either. Store owner does not exist. Nor does he have any breakables. There was something here that was not helping us move forward. I think these were always normal. Yeah, I mean, this is a good place to get more Deku sticks, for sure. I mean, if I get a randomized item that isn't going to help me move forward, I hope it's at least another day or night cycle. Yeah, I guess it would be a day cycle because it would be the second morning. Last time we were here, we revisited and realized I missed a snowball. Possibly two. Yeah, it's always a part that's like, feels like a grinding halt with these. And I mean, I feel like I did everything with the owl. So I guess now is a good time to check when the moon's gonna crash. Did we establish if that's the same owl? It's the same sound as if you fall in the water as a Deku Scrub. We're not losing health from that? How does he have this memorized? I got the item here, I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, it was a Skulltula. And that was, I don't know. But it was getting close to the moon falling again, so I figured may as well just double check. Oh, he just overshot it. Cool. Oh, no time. I can check inside more houses. I don't really want to look up the Zora mask. I already looked up the Deku mask. Yep, same fate as before, except now with one more mask. Oh, it's still here. Yeah, better to be the Fierce Deity here. Oh. I lost a lot of health I didn't have to. Yeah, I forgot to go into Ocarina and then come back to reset it. But while I'm here, there are buildings to go into. There's no plants. We eventually reach where that other giant Octorok is. Seeing anything new? I don't recall that ever being anything. Did we miss any plants in here? Another ladder. It's on the top. I don't know, more people have plants that I can break. They're just pots. And I think we combed through the whatever the Lost Woods are called in this again, but we didn't really get a full chance to look at it because of the moon. Yeah, regress is normal. Alright. Follow him more closely now. And this helps. Trying to trick us. Yeah, nothing. We already looked here. Didn't miss anything. I mean, we could check Great Bay again. We didn't look there at Icona too much, but I don't think there was much we could do there. Great Bay can take us back to bottom of the well, but I really don't think there's anything else we can do there. Need keys to go more places in there. And to be able to play Zelda's Lullaby. Was there a grotto from doing this? But yeah, there's butterflies flying about. There we go. But probably have been in here. Yeah, it's one of these where we don't have... I had the Deku Scrubs. I thought I saw a black grass. Got excited. Alright, where else? Well, I guess... Where else can we look? I already said it, Great Bay. We could go back. And I could go back to Ocarina of Time. It was all normal, right? Yeah. We're at Icona now, but there wasn't much we could do. Alright, then we'll go in the spider house. Gotta reset the exit location. Be getting impaled on that fence. Yeah, may as well. I think even on the ground you can put them in there and they'll do something. Although it looks like it won't be for anything randomized. This is showing more chests, but I've never seen them on my mini-map. What did he give us? Nothing? Yeah, I don't have the map itself, just the compass. But there is technically more. Love to have the Lens of Truth right now, for both games. That's the one I've been able to see. And it looks like it's... you need a key for it. Yeah. You need a key for in here. Yeah, that probably was all. We can just kind of hug the room a bit, hug the walls. One of these. Well, I don't know, there could be something else down here that we missed. I think there is a... if you land on top of something. That's probably a Song of Time. Which we don't have, but could play if we did have it. Like arrows? So yeah, stray fairy, arrows, and a heart. I may have fallen on the other side of these before, because yeah, there's these bomb flowers. Pretty dark. Let's see if this will light anything up. No. We did that. And we don't have the silver rupees, so we gotta go die in the green stuff. Yeah, nothing here. Actually, I should let myself take damage from falling. Boy, does it take a while with this extra defense. Didn't see myself wishing I didn't have it. It's interrupted. Oh, yes, not quite. It just like it showed the spin, but he didn't do it. Does this guy have anything special in his house that we missed? I can check that. Isn't she pretty? But you know, those real pirates something. It was long ago I used this thing called a hookshot to catch fish off the coast. When I was attacked by those pirates, and they took it away with them. Oh, that was his hookshot? I don't remember that. They say it's a legendary treasure. I just happened to swipe it from the bottom of the sea, so I had no grudge against him. Maybe treasure resting somewhere in the pirate's fortress on the edge of the coast. On the edge of this coast. Sorry, that story does not give me an item. It does not actually give me the hookshot. It's amazing that I still don't have the sword or Ocarina in this game. I mean, these butterflies aren't showing that there's a hole here, are they? Love this guy's garden with nothing planted in it. Oh, not that. I guess I gotta pick that up. Oh, perfect. Into a heart. I can't heal you, dude. No. I can't. I think we checked out everything here. The old man said what he'd give us. It was nothing exciting. It was like a blue rupee or something. Ah, this messes him up. I don't know why he wants to drown. He's got a lot to live for. Alright, I guess we did not want to be Fierce Deity Link. I mean, while we don't have the Zora mask, I do wish the bunny ears may just win faster. I do believe you looked behind here. And there was something, but it wasn't anything huge. There. Well, these are climbable. We're putting the eggs in, but there's nothing up here to get. Nothing. Does he not dive in this one? If I were to bomb that rock, would it give me anything? Yeah, okay, I thought that usually happened with bombs, but there was a rock there, so I thought maybe... You don't recall the Zora being able to break rocks. I actually have not tried this, surprisingly. Whose soul is this? The Hylian Guard. I assume that's the one that you give Zelda's letter to. And we have the letter. So we can go to Death Mountain from Kakariko. Wait, there was a white grass. I'm glad I saw that. Actually, yeah, I never really thought about that. I think his Fierce Deity is the same color as the random one, like he's not normally this color. Okay, I could not see the hole in the ground for the life of me. Looking at it on Twitch, it seems a lot more obvious. Oh, it's a Skulltula. Oh yeah, white for the spider web. Alright, well I still want to get them where I see them. So I actually think I might need them all. So I think I put my settings as you need everything to get to the final battles. Yeah, you gotta hook shot your way across. I don't know, maybe the... Does the guard give you something? I mean, if you give him the mask, the Keaton mask, which I don't believe we have it in this game, not in Ocarina. Walk into that, right? Why don't I? I think I need Deku Nuts. Not been using them in this game. Get away. I don't think I've been in Icona during the day, so the lighting would not have been as good. Should have allowed more cheese with items in the settings. Even if you're just that simple hop. My rupees are full again. Well, I can find the key something mask that the guard asks for. But I'll check Icona during the daytime. I don't think any specific trees have anything crazy. Alright. I guess you do see Decker Nuts up there. Yeah, I realized that was way early. I even landed on the other side now. Yeah, I think straight ahead is gonna be Icona. Just in case I missed some grass somewhere. Also the grotto the business scrub goes into, which I think we have checked. And we've been in here. Did I miss anything? Actually, I want my bunny hood. Well, I'm gonna have to be the Goron for this. this one has a double. Can even I not do anything with this? Oh, good, I made it. I mean, this seems like it should be a hole. I think this is the one. Yeah. But I can't get up there. I don't have an Ocarina or the Sonata of Awakening. This game has the Scarecrow too, I believe. Like, that you can hookshot onto, so that's probably what that means. Be the graveyard. Oh, I thought I saw gold grass. Oh, okay, I guess there was a thing I missed here somehow. Probably it's because it was nighttime. Ice Scythe. Is that this seed? Where we were actually able to go to the Ice Palace? I mean, I don't think there's anything to do here if you're not fighting the guy. Must have been another seed where you were able to go there. Oh, yeah, there's this chest. Probably do that. I feel like I always do that when there's a circle of rocks. Unless I was so blinded by nighttime. No. Maybe look at bombs. Ah, bombs. Did it actually give me more? All normal grass. Damn. Oh, come on, man. Ah, there we go. Hate to actually soft lock. Where it would be that if I exited and came back, it would still be stuck. Is there a thing up there? Yeah, well, we'll still give the letter to the guard and see if anything happens. I guess first I'll check in some buildings. Can't go in here, right? It's a milk bar. Oh, wait, is this a milk bar? Oh, we can go in here at certain times. I thought that was the case. I mean, I'm not seeing anything we can get. Fortunately. We've done this minigame with the Goron and Young Link. Or as he's called in here, just Link. Not be anything breakable down here. Oh, they're still open. It's only like 6 p.m. Why'd you ask? I didn't think I would get an option. I have the mask to listen to the story. I think I've looked in every building. Just the... Oh, never mind. I was thinking it was the other minigame one, but... Yeah, neither of them have anything. mean, I'll look at a few more buildings. I just wanted to make this where we'll end up if the moon crashes. I can't go in the building where cafe is. You didn't have anything to sell us last time. That was a normal pot. That looks like an empty bottle that's just for show. Learn a song. Oh yeah, that. Yeah, it's not a scarecrow summoning song. Rocket barrel. Oh, that one's shaped like a bomb. I never noticed that. Can't do anything with them yet. Please have this work. Well, I don't look like children. Do I look like a children to you, sir? You are able to go up there. You don't tell me I'm a child? I don't believe there's anything to break in here. I mean, this still makes it seem like there should be stuff here. I didn't think I could do this right now. Better hidden as a child, but he already knows I'm here. Yeah, the old woman's not gonna be coming, right? Oh. Okay, I didn't know we could do that yet.
Thank you. Since he didn't make off with them, if I stuck bomb bags in our shop, maybe I'll have to put him up tomorrow. Must ask you to be dangerous mask, but maybe you could use it to throw your own festival fireworks show.
Of dead hands. I think... I don't know if this woman's mind is all there. This is not a mask. I've looked here more than once, but maybe there were some plants. And it's not open. This is what I was thinking the shooting gallery was going to be, which that also I don't think has anything to break. Alright, let's go talk to the guard. I don't think he gives you anything other than opening the gate for you. I think I've entered all the houses I can. I only have one key for that. Yeah, I think this is the only place we've been able to go inside here, and this was like a piece of heart or something. I don't even think I knew this back alley was here as a kid. Do we even see the soldier right now? I never did this, I don't think.
Are you the boy from the forest? I finally met you. I have something to tell you. Ganondorf, the Gerudo King of Thieves, betrayed our king. Zelda's net.
I've never heard her described as nanny.
It sensed danger and escaped from the castle with the princess. I tried to stop Ganondorf's men from chasing them, but the princess was waiting for a boy from the forest. That's you. She wanted to give something to the boy. If you receive from the princess, sorry to the temple of time.
That's pretty dark for a kid's game. I don't know why he's there yet if we don't even have all the gems yet. Get a slingshot in that guy's soul. We'll be set. Now's a peaceful, prosperous town. Oh, so that's just the guards in general. That's why that guy is able to show up there. He's bored. What if I had actually missed a jar in here? What a fool I would be. I already know I'm a fool. It would just be just added to the tab. This is supposed to be who puts the drawbridge up and down. Oh, I was pressing that for the bunny that I was so used to it. My way out of here. I'm definitely not in on a certain secret right now of where to go. Nope. I think we looked down here before. Yeah, I think I tried to get this guy with bomb shoes. Oh, I have a lot of bomb shoes right now. I wouldn't be able to grab whatever it is, but I could see what it is. I don't even think I can get it anyway. And it hurt me. Whenever I go back to Ocarina, I always have a moment, like, in the field usually, where I think the moon's gonna fall at some point. By the way, do you know what happened to the castle? Too bad you don't have Andrew here. Or Rita. I think I said we got dead hands. I did say we got dead hands, which I don't believe would include redeads. Once we have them, we can get the treasure here. Yeah, there's just background pots. They're not going to fall. Well, the guard would be up here. The guy on the roof, I don't think exists yet. Door's closed beyond this point. Can't you read the sign over there? Ah, oh, I see. You're just a kid. You can't read yet. Yeah, okay. I thought I had the letter. I have it marked on my tracker. I have it marked on my tracker. I don't have it. The thing in the bottom right by the Mask of Truth kind of looked like a letter. That's why I equipped it. Alright, I don't know why it was on my tracker, but I do not have it. I mean, there was a grotto back here that I think we've probably checked more than once. That's normal. That's normal. Yeah, it's like a swamp token. And we've looked in the graveyard. I tried jumping up where you usually have to use the magic beans. Couldn't make it. Wish I could Goron Bomb up here. I have the song, I just can't play it. That's the only button of it that I have. And why can't I have the Song of Storms or the Song of Time? Those I should be able to play. Be quiet. It's only 16:21. I died by the Gravekeeper. I'm in bed now. No, you're not. You don't exist. The heart stop and graveyard 2 are alright. You don't have a heart yet. I don't think any of these were good items. Yeah, we already got him. He gave us another token, I think. There's more people to talk to. The cow is... I really want to be able to play that song. It looks like the buttons that we need for it are not accessible yet. Megan tried talking to the dude on the roof, but I don't think he's there yet. Or he's on this roof. But he's, again, I don't think he even exists. I could go back to the Snowhead Temple, but I thought I found everything there. I don't think there's anything more to be had here. May as well. This was a Skulltula. I don't think this was a thing. I think the bomb hit the rooster and he got mad. Even though there's butterflies there. Alright, well he's not mad at us. Can't get into Zora's domain without the lullaby being able to be played. Can I play anything for the frog? I can play the Blaro of Fire. But will it still just be rupees? I think that was the song. Yeah. Yeah, they don't like that one. I thought you could play all of them. Is only the top row? You can see the forest during the day. You can see if we can get lucky with the playing the Ocarina with these guys here, but probably can't. Anything we missed here? Those appear normal. Still no Gorons. It's very lonely here. Even without Darunia existing, we could probably still get the door to open with the Zelda's Lullaby if we could play it. I don't know, maybe I missed a pot in one of these. We've looked in here a few times. By which I might just mean two. Don't believe there would be anything we might have missed. It does make it look like you can just go in there. Does that mean it goes in a bottle? Well, I guess maybe it does if that bottle were not full. I think there's a lot that we have that if we just had one more thing, we could make progress off of. I don't think there's anything here. I think it's just a path that the Goron that you bomb goes on. I think this was a Song of Storms grotto. We've been up here. Yeah. Alright, we can look in here a little bit more. Of the dungeons we have, is the one we can do the most in, it would seem. Oh, you have to be the Goron specifically. I could find the Zora mask in here, that'd be quite nice. Yeah, there's not much time left in the night. I don't have the fairy mask. But is that even a stray fairy in there? They're not even getting anything? Or like it's touching it, but nothing, it's not registering? What it seems like. Yeah, it was I couldn't get across that without the magic with the Goron, but I had a small key, so I was able to go this way. I was able to go this way. Dang, just regular pots. Regular crate. Actually, I did just use a bunch of arrows. Yellow, not exactly sure what that means. Like, it looks like a heart, but it's glowing yellow. Maybe it is like a progress item. Oh, there's a chest here. Damn it! Why must my hopes get raised for nothing so many times? Yeah, just let the moon take me. What is there? Okay, that was a weird glitch. The moon will help us. I guess when you're the fierce deity, when you're not meant to be, the potential for getting out of bounds is higher. That just shows that I very well could have missed more here that I can still get. Yeah, at least you start back here. I don't remember if that was a thing in the main game, or if you were in a temple it would do that. I'd like to think so. You would normally have to go here first, because you wouldn't have to fire arrows yet. Trying to, like, hold forward so we'll throw it and not drop it. Yeah, I think we did go in here. Yeah. I mean, it shows that regular snowballs can still have stuff hidden. Ah, I don't have the key. Actually, you could just use I guess a Deku stick. The arrow wouldn't quite reach. You wouldn't be able to really finagle it. I don't want that. I was trying to use my sword that I don't have. Get that. Try that, it might not have worked. The arrows. put the fire right there. I mean, why is there fire right next to it and it's not melting? Was this something you were able to do? No. Oh, he even has his own little roll. We've been on this. I don't even really recall what that does. Or this. There's that and a door. I think we have seen the door before. Unfortunately, it's nothing new. I was doing something. Well, I can't even be a Deku Scrub right now anyway. Stayed. And it feels like everything. That's where we had come from before. I don't jump off. Oh, it still acts like a fairy. You know, that's just regular bombs. Not like an upgrade. I could really use that mask then. That's what I meant. Even Link can do that? That was for Goron Link to do. Oh yeah, that wasn't where we go. I thought there was another room that we'd been in here before too, and I haven't seen it yet. I mean, it's probably where we jumped off and had to, reconvene. Yeah. Yeah, this was normally a stray fairy, I guess. That was this room, and there's nothing really to do. I was maybe gonna look a little bit more. So, where else is there to look? Just to be able to get back over there. Well, that seems to be it. We can go back now if I can find the way back. Yeah, this is just down here. I'll say, why put torches here if it's not going to melt the ice? Can you punch this? I thought that was a thing. Was it the blue door? Probably was. No, that's this, but we can just climb this ladder. Oh, is that why he hasn't been using his shield? Because I'm a moron that forgot you have to hold a button? I don't know if that makes someone a moron. I think in current Zeldas, he does that automatically when you're targeting. He'll use his shield. Yep, now I can do this now that I remember. I don't think there's any beehives that I can get. Yeah, that's just a normal one. I mean, this is a gold item. Yeah. I don't know, it'd be that brutal to do the Ocarina buttons randomized. I mean, I don't have to go that way. I could just go to the Goron village. I've already checked Kakariko for stuff. And can get there from the field anyway. I guess I could try checking all the stairs again for any pots that I missed. Don't want to fall in there with this shield. I thought there was a gold Skulltula here on that thing. That as an adult, maybe? And it's the thing that we still need. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Not seeing any new pots. Wasn't this low, was it? Maybe it was this low. I've checked in here, right, for anything breakable. We only unlocked one shopkeeper, and they didn't have anything good or that I could really afford anyway. Alright. And yeah, that's gonna be too difficult because they're gonna do buttons I don't have. There's like, what, a 50% chance that they would only do the buttons I have? Maybe a little more. Stop accidentally going the right way. All these places, I feel like I've looked at a bunch. But any one of these could be where I'm missing something. Something so simple. Well, this is something. Okay, we got redeads. Which means we can go in that one grotto. Wait, whose house was this? Oh, I ignored twins. I believe I went up there. Yeah, that jar was for like a piece of heart. It was actually better in this case. Alright, now we can go back to Kakariko. Not that far. I'll humor myself. Will I, though? Yeah, there's nothing up there. Normal pots. I could look a little more. I think we've been in our house too. This looks like the other house that had the soul in it, but nothing. It's 4. Grass is normal. That's the item shop. No. Oh, my sound went out again. I gotta do the unplug and replug of the headset. There's our house. Which I don't think has anything. I almost thought these mushrooms were something. Yeah, just a regular pot. It's a shame. It's our own home and there's nothing good in here. Yeah, I'm interested in that. I want to see what it is. Well, I've found fish in the grass. That doesn't count as catching them. I'm gonna put like a skulltula back here or something. All right, let's go to the Re-Dead Grotto. I don't know why the rooster likes to lie in the forest about it being daytime. Yeah, it is this way. Well, in game hours, it was way more off on the crow. Well, I can have raised hopes for a little bit until we get that treasure chest in there and see what it actually is. Then I can see if they should be crushed, or if they will be fulfilled. Oh, it's down here. Wow, last time we got it on the first try. There we go. It was more to the right. Yeah, now they're here. Oh, I think that was the setting to disable the, like, camera thing when they grab at you. I didn't know it was like to get out of a grapple. Okay, please be something good. I'm already feeling like the disappointment early. Yep, wow, that sucks. It seems like it's been buildings where I've been missing stuff. How come I couldn't just get both Anjus with one soul? Yeah, we've done that. Sir, I'm but a child. Please help me on this quest. I think the Temple of Time told me that the Spirit Temple is what has the Goron's Ruby. But I haven't found the way to enter that yet. We've been in this one. You know what? I will tell your mother that you're here. Actually, she knows. Actually, yeah, they use that. Isn't that the design they use for the bombers? I guess they really do reuse everything. Can I just look up where the Zora mask is? Because I know that the Deku mask is somewhere we can't get it yet. I think it's somewhere that depends on... Well, it actually isn't somewhere that depends on having the Zora mask to get to with the randomization. But I think it's in the Great Bay Temple, so you would still need to be having the Zora mask to maneuver it. Grass is fine. Nothing new there. Can't use the gauntlets as a child. Pretty sure that's what this is, like a silver rock. Is it possible that I still am missing something that I could be getting here at Lon Lon Ranch? Still technically daytime. Yep, we got the music. Talon exists, but he's not here. You can actually get your sword out here, for some reason. And I know we've looked in here. I think these were hidden before, but they're normal pots. Much to my dismay. We've looked in here. Man, probably we've looked in every building that we've been able to go to. It's just me, or is he kind of like sliding about, floating slightly? That was a Skulltula. Normal pots, so I think we already got what was in them when they were special. They're no longer special, they are just like everyone else now. But it's not grass, that's like stone on the wall. We crawled in here. And for the ranch, what's left is the stable cows, which cannot do. There's a grotto, but we don't have Deku Scrubs. Yeah, the stable cows and the tower cows. Be able to do it slightly that way. What was the map, I think. Alright, I'll do it. Where's Zora Mask? Got it. Go to my search so I only look for that. And not accidentally see other entries. Okay, so it's in the Fire Temple. Which I can't do anything about yet. Damn, man. Every time I look for something that would open up a lot, it's somewhere I can't go. Even if I do get the Fire Temple, I need to be able to be Adult Link with the Fire Tunic. Let's see, there's a grotto. Maybe there's some other stuff in the grotto as well. This way. Oh, it's not even a hidden one. Are they aware this is in their yard? Yeah, there's nothing here besides when you finally get Deku Scrubs. Man, when I get the soul of the Deku Scrubs, that is going to be way... That's going to open up a lot. Those. Huh. Termina Field Grass Pack has Soul of Deku Scrubs. So I was missing grass. I've been looking at that grass so much, dude. Finally, it's something that I had to spoil that I can get. Oh, I wish I had not looked up the other stuff and just looked up that, but you never know. And the drawbridge. It was just barely daytime still. I mean, I don't know, like, the grass patches were numbered there. I mean, I don't know what one is all numbered what. But yeah. Yeah, about like 8 years after that came out in the DS version, you could. Grass Pack 3, Grass 9. Like, it numbers the patches of grass, and it numbers the... like, what specific part of the grass. I wish my memory was less good at this sort of stuff, because then I could just forget the other stuff that was spoiled. At least days and nights are only 2 minutes. There are a lot of Deku Grottos, I believe, so... just a bit unlucky that I happened to miss that in grass. Left me out there alone with monsters. I'm but a child. Nah, there's still some time to cut grass. Nope, I did actually do that this stream. I almost didn't. I almost had a whole stream of not doing that. Oh, okay, I'll reset the grass for this. I don't remember this. And unfortunately, just a Skulltula. Oh, but there's more. Freezards, okay. I was thinking, oh, maybe they're talking about this, but no. Have I been in this one? It's possible it's talking about here. The mayor, okay. Ah, the forest has King Dodongo. Yeah, I feel like it would have said grotto if it was in a grotto. There's grottos that are really hidden. I didn't see butterflies here. I mean, I know we don't have them, right? Because... I'm not seeing them. Wait, what the hell? Oh. And I'm thinking of business scrubs, and I'm a fool. Again. I seem to actually remember fighting Deku Scrubs now. Well, was the journey fun at least? Rooftop Man is just his name there. Punk Boy. Oh yeah, I know who that is. I have to sell the Keaton mask. Well, damn. I wasted so much time when I could have verified. How much time even was that? I had finally found a break. Oh. Maybe where I meant to go. I don't know, is this the point where you do a new seed? And tone down some of the randomization? I mean, how lucky am I gonna get with Fierce Deity again, though? For the business grubs in this game, it said Secret Shrine Grass Wart 8. I wonder if that's a typo. But yeah, I gotta go for the night. We are getting not as much progress in these streams now. So yeah, I don't know if we should continue this seed or not. 'Cause I've looked up a few things in the spoiler log, and it is not helping me. It's still blocked behind other stuff. So yeah, I could have thought to look to see if I had this already a while ago. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. I'll be back Friday with, it would normally be more of this. It could be a new seed of this. Or I could start Luigi's Mansion 2 HD because it'll be October. It'll be probably one of those two things, so hope to see you then. Take care. Bye.